Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States. If you haven't been watching, we have a credit crisis as America. It has been our, I guess you could call it like our modus operandi, our primary means of operation to run off debt. and treat our finances like a credit card bill, and we basically just at the point where we're gonna have to stop paying it. or we're gonna have to steal a bunch of stuff and go for Canada or something, some large economy with a lot of GDP and hopefully no debt of their own. It's kind of forcing our hand. It's either that or we give up our entire military, which is not, it's just not an option. So I think we all know where this is going to go. Yeah, so I am going to check out our satellites real quick. Here, just check out their debt. Wow, they have a 50. That's not going to help us. That's going to hurt us. Oh, these Americans, huh? I don't like the tone. Check out the Iranian regime here. They're actually doing all right. Like, they're doing really well. For yeah, they're positive in their income. They've got like little to no debt. Armenia, pretty much the same thing. They're okay. That's a lower interest rate than we have. They're doing better than us. I can't, or me. Sorry, Al Gore. They're doing better than Al Gore. Can't do anything with Afghanistan. Till I figure out how to get over there. Yugoslavia is doing some wild stuff. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. Okay, so Iran, our Iranian territories that we acquired. This would be a good military base too. Like, we really don't need Qatar by any means. The Bahraini base. Yeah, I think it's better if we just get out of Qatar so that all that interest talk stops. Period, and we utilize our assets from our last war with Iran. I think that's going to be the play for us. How's our power doing as well? I'm also going to pick up the pace in the background. Oh, we're up to 11%. We're getting good coverage, so let's bump this. That should change our economic situation slightly. Maybe not a lot. It should do something to tax rate or tax cost, but I may be wrong. All right, even if it doesn't, it's fine. Oh god, what are we doing? I don't know. The whole Afghan thing event cycle. I have a lot of trauma from that. Okay. I'm gonna start throwing factories into the mix rather than the extra power generation right now. We've recovered slightly. And I don't believe, and someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong, that factories cost workers. So I think that also hurts your employment, having to build, or sorry, not factories, power plants. There we go. Oh god. I instantly regret my decision. Is that from renewable energy? I'm gonna lose my mind if it's renewables that keep doing this to us. Yeah, because our unemployment still terrible. Somehow we have to keep our interest rate at a reasonable amount while we generate factories. It's just what we have to do. I don't. Yeah, that's got to be the fluctuation between renewable energy sources. Look at that. We're back to positive. And I don't have batteries. We need money. We'll take it. Serbia declared war on Yugoslavia. Isn't Yugoslavia? Hold up. This is a very complex geopolitical situation for us. Yeah, so Yugoslavia is our puppet. So I think what Serbia would have been a breakaway region. Yeah, so our marine units are over here. Oh, this is gonna get feisty, huh? All right, let's put our troops on this border. We'll go ahead and get ready for whatever happens. I'm not incredibly concerned with taking control of this region. I just want this port. So as long as we don't lose this port, everything is pretty much fine. Hmm. This is definitely a far more interesting playthrough than anything I've had to do recently. How is our construction speed only 116%? Employment? Yeah, I understand the power grid problem. Political power, construction speed, and tax revenue. Hmm. Moving into Africa. What happens here? Does this cost? So the Chinese have rapidly expanded their influence over much of Africa. This threatens our economic hegemony over the region. Do we? I feel like we could be doing better if we did have a hegemony. I don't think we like that's as far as I'm aware, Europe has way more of a hegemony in Africa than we do. But maybe I'm just ignorant of like I'm not sure. I've never really looked at our imports and exports related to the region in real life. Probably could do that. All right, what are we looking at? We're at 4.5 political power a day. We can definitely start taking some of these more minor expenses. Is Macedonia in NATO? In real life? I have to find that out. One second. To the NATO homepage we go. No, it's yeah. North Macedonia is. Oh, this gets confusing. All right, is there even a North Macedonia left? There's an east, a west, and then there's Eastern Serbia and Serbia. All right, what's this considered? This is Macedonia. And then this is also Macedonia. Which one is wanting to join? That's the question. They're at war, aren't they? One of the Macedonias is in. Let's check the alliance page, or where is the alliance? I guess I go to factions. One of these has to be in for the historical accuracy part of this, so we're just gonna ratify. Move on with our day. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like we have the long recession, a culmination of economic mismanagement and the slow recovery from the global financial crisis, has resulted in an almost plateauing economic activity. Congress thinks they can end this. Don't make me laugh. Y'all are hilarious. They don't want it to end. They're funded by the people that are making it a thing. Like, those are the people that make the money. All right, so we got another financial debuff at a time when we do not need it. Where is that? Let's see what the actual debuff is. This will go away soon. All right. Let's pause. Deal with this. We're in 2012 only? Man, it has been a long playthrough. That's not a good sign. Like, things have been going very bad for me, then. Or America in general. I don't remember if there's any benefit to having the older versions of these missiles, or if it's better to just wait. Other than getting land warfare EXP for your breakthrough progress. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on that. I would have rather see us get some of these missed researches over here. Like, definitely turbine engine upgrades are possible. Non-explosive reactive armor would be huge. I think this gives a lot of armor that can be used out, like, on other vehicles. Is there any benefit to the light tank gun? Yeah, they have sharpening rod unlocks from this. Yeah, so there's a lot of like additional breakthroughs that need to be researched in tanks that we've put off. Ground warfare, obviously, we're just behind by a year or ahead. We could research stuff there. We're not building battleships. Those are going to the wayside. We could research frigate, but that's going to be after subs. I think we already have naval invasion up to par. So naval stuff is doing all right on its own. Attack helis, it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. We're doing good enough. Swept wing could be. We could go ahead and get that. Or near future stealth. I'm actually looking at our aircraft. That looks pretty desirable. Honestly, we actually need all these because of the, not from the actual benefits, just these unlocks. Fully autonomous computer networks and experimental exoskeletons are pretty big. Obviously, we could go into 5G and quantum computing ahead of time. Yeah, this is a huge research speed bonus with a productivity gain increase. What is the 2020? 1,209 days. So 1,209 days. What is that? 4 years? We would get this basically 4 years early, which gives us education cost reduction and productivity flat. And something else to build that's economic. We need the productivity growth. We're going to go ahead and start on that early. Looks like this year we're going to start being able to work on the F-35 program on our own. And I'm not adding people to it as much as they want to be a part of it. I'm sorry, but that was a mistake. That whole program is a nightmare to manage. Oh yeah, look, our economic debuff, we lost 7 factories. That is where how long is that supposed to last? Where is it long? I don't even see. Thing is killing me wherever it is. I know it's on this. Right there. August 1st, 2014. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. I put the economy in a much worse position. I think Armenia was doing okay, right? Or were they just as bad as Yugoslavia was? I really should have just annexed them. Other than I don't want to maintain troops. Um, we're gonna go ahead and activate religious freedoms now that we have political power to spare. Looks like our lobbying is doing something. Can't make our economy worse, can it? Yeah, it totally can. Slovakia wants international. No, we're not applying sanctions to our own puppet. Like we took care of Yugoslavia already. We don't need more discourse. If anything, it's against our best interest for Serbia to do anything now. And the Balkans is a mess. That's another mess we probably shouldn't have dipped our toes into, but we did. We did do that, didn't we? That was a choice. May have been the wrong choice, but it was a choice. All right, how are we looking on power? Looks like we're still positive now through the fluctuations, which is cool. I'm probably about to get to the point where I'm going to have to start increasing our taxes. And praying that it doesn't lower our factories by too much. Because our internal construction speed being nuked for 2 years from the long recession, a 25% reduction is not great for us. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Um, yeah. Let's think about this. Let's see. They want 50 billion? Oh, good. Bureaucratic drain's gone. All right. Um, let's go ahead and just keep supporting it for the political power. I don't really care what happens. All right. Iran. We're going to go ahead and build out all these roads. Oh, Armenia doesn't have roads. Some places. That's crazy. Network infrastructure. Fuel storage. And then, let's see. You can put renewable energy stuff. I'm not gonna build too much military infrastructure in a lot of places here. Like, well, I don't want to build anything here. That's probably one of the first places that's gonna get taken over. This is going... I'm gonna build up this section. This would support any kind of movements we might have against Pakistan in the future, so this is kind of what I want to build up. Would be right here along this border. I think that's probably... And then something here. Give some redundancy to our units here. Get some supply hubs. Yeah, that one already has one. I just saw that. And then we'll bump all this up. And we can feed this. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Missile launch sites. Yeah, we're actually going to make this fully into a military hub. So, radars and the whole... We want these along every region. Oh, I didn't upgrade the ones... Huh. Well, it's too late now. Should have been building that. Alright, looks like... We have limited amounts of these we can build. Well, we'll let it be. I'm not going... Yeah, I think I'm gonna let us build out... Yeah, so we're gonna finish all these offices. Once those finish, I'm gonna move up one of these stacks of things that we're trying to build here. This looks like a factory in probably Serbia. What I would assume. It's getting repaired. Get out of that construction screen. Okay, so they did... Yugoslavia took back over Serbia. They've added them back into the fold. We have a research slot that we just unlocked. Space technology. Do we get ahead? We would finish this 2,000 days effectively. 365 a year. So in under 10 years. And we would be... Yeah, I think we go ahead and get Falcon Heavies. Because what is that going to be, like 7 years? We'll get them before 2020. Where's our research? Our production? I need to check that too. I know we were finishing up our UNLVs. Yeah, we already did that. Okay. Check the space program. So our power generation should have gone up. We'll be getting resources with these, and then we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to tech. We're gonna go to space tech and get our last satellite. Go ahead and get that early. Yep. I'll fix the timing. We'll get their launch vehicles done. Send some more stuff into orbit. Get the payload. Get some more of these. And it lagged a little bit. All right, we'll launch those. Okay. Let's check what we can get down to. Probably we'd be okay now at 25, or what is that? Would it be 25 nanometers? Or is it? No. This would be 250 nanometers, right? Someone will have to figure that out. I'm not metric conversions. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to go to a calculator. I'm doing that off the top of my head. No, that would be wrong, right? Nano is 9. So that'd be the 9th power. That's a quarter of a meter. So it'd be what? I don't know. I'll just say a quarter meter. I feel like it should be in nanometers, though. Micro. There we go. That's what that's the word I'm looking for. Right. Because he goes. Yeah. Anyway, we're out of time. Oh, we got the religious freedom discourse. We'll choose this. Oh, I didn't mean to choose that. Oh no. What did I choose? I didn't mean to click it. Ah. I don't even know what I clicked. Oh god. I misclicked right at the end. I was trying to drag the box. I don't even know what it said. I'm gonna have to look. At least it's right at the end of the video. I'm not cutting this, so I'll be able to see what I did for the next episode. But anyway, thanks for watching. Oh god. Couldn't get worse, could it? I couldn't have clicked the worst option. Pretty sure the middle option was the one I would have actually wanted. I'll catch everyone on the next round.